Charles Wilson once said, "A good boss makes his men realize that they have more ability than they think they have, so they consistently do better work than they ever thought they could." My former boss Amanda was that kind of boss. She shaped me into the worker and the person I am today. Not only was she my boss, but she was also my mentor and my friend. She is intentional, she is encouraging, and she is the perfect role model. Rarely is she recognized, but I think she deserves the utmost praise. Amanda is intentional not only in her thoughts, but also in her actions. For example, every morning at work, she would walk around to everyone who was there, greet them, and ask them how they were doing. Once I arrived, she would call me over to her desk, ask me how I was doing, ask how my evening went, and talk about what was on the agenda for the day. She took an interest in my personal life and had a deep passion to get to know me better each and every day. She's actually the one who introduced me to my husband and encouraged me every day of the summer to go on a date with him. To honor her and her work for that, we even had her son as the ring bearer in our wedding. Because of her intentional thoughts and actions, I met my husband and have found a forever mentor and friend and a former boss, which I think is a very rare find. She began mentoring me when I felt like my life was in shambles. I couldn't decide on a major and was contemplating dropping out of school so that I could work for her year-round. Once I told her this, I discovered how passionately encouraging she truly was. From that day forward, after that conversation, she made it a point every day to encourage me to keep pursuing college and to do my best. Just like me, she struggled in college to find a major that she liked, and so I took her advice and decided to major in business because that's what she wished she would have done, and we have a lot of the same passions and desires. She said if I worked hard, that anything I did, my career would serve me well. Her words and actions showed me what being a diligent and passionate worker actually means. She often came in early and stayed late to make sure that her work was perfect and that her coworkers and superiors were happy with it. Although it was evident that her selfless spirit and selflessness was taken advantage of often, she never let that discourage her, and I so admire that. Her diligence and passion was the best example I could have asked for, and I have made it a promise to continue to work hard to develop my work ethic and passion, just like she has. Still to this day, she'll text me often, even after a year not working for her, ask how I'm doing, ask how marriage is going, and just make it a point to encourage me in everything I do. I think that is an incredible thing to have from a former boss, an incredible relationship to develop, and I'm very thankful for that. Amanda made me realize that I have more ability than I thought I had, so now I consistently work harder than I ever thought I could. Without her intentional actions, I would have never met my husband, and without her encouragement, I wouldn't still be in school, and without her model of work ethic, I wouldn't be as passionate of a worker as I am now. Although she deserves more than a speech of tribute, no amount of admiration could adequately address how much I admire her and how thankful I am for her.